Are you an avid lifetime deal shopper that has annoyingly missed a refund period or activation deadline for your lifetime SaaS deals? Or perhaps you lost track of the countless lifetime deals you've snagged over time? If so, you're not alone. I'm going to show you how to make sure that mistake never happens again. Join me as we explore how to put an end to those costly oversights. I want to show you how Start Infinity can streamline how we manage our LTD purchases into a well-organized digital library with automated notification capabilities instead of dusty shelfware. So here we are inside of Start Infinity. The first thing to do is make a new board. And you're going to load from a template. Start Infinity has lots of templates, and they have an LTD one, so you can go to Search Templates and type LTD. There you'll find the LTD tracker. You can preview it if you like, but we're going to use this template. And you can change the color to whatever you like, and also change the name. Press continue. So it says, do you want to delete the demo data from this board? And I'm going to go ahead and keep it so we can see an example of what we're looking at. Start Infinity starts you out with many different attributes: the link, name, category, subcategory, price, date purchased, refund period, refund, if it's eligible to be refunded, the availability, and purchased. Now, the way I run mine doesn't necessarily need all of these different attributes. For example, category and subcategory, I don't need those because if I purchased it, I researched it, and I know exactly what it is and what it does, so I don't use those. I keep the price and date purchased. I get rid of the refund period and replace it with a label. The refund itself, I get rid of that because I have the refund period, so we'll know if it's passed. Availability, I don't use this as a watch list, so I get rid of availability. And purchased, I also get rid of that because if it's on this list, that means I purchased it. So we'll go ahead and get rid of those first. Go to the board manager, go to attributes, and then go ahead and start removing the ones that you do not need. So availability, delete. So after we have deleted all those attributes, we're left with a very short list of attributes right here. One thing I do differently here is that they put the link to the dealer itself. What I do is I put a link to the app itself instead. And I just add a column for dealers. So I'm going to make a label, and then I will make a label for each dealer that is available or that I shop from. So here is our new dealer attribute, and it has all the common dealers in no particular order. And now you can just go ahead and add the dealer that you got it from, whatever it might be. So for this one, I got it from Martech. And the next thing we're going to do is enter the refund period. And you might think that you could use the date purchased and a number attribute to make a formula to calculate the refund period. And you could do that, but the issue is that you can't use formulas to run automations inside of Start Infinity. So therefore, we're going to need just the date purchased attribute to make the automation go, and then we can use a conditional with the refund label. So we're going to make a label, and that will be a refund period, which is also the activation period for most. And you will need to write the number of days for each refund period that the platform you're using has. And we'll have to make corresponding automation for each refund period as well. So click Save. You might notice that some of your attributes are not here in the table, even though you've already made them. What you can do then is go to Customize and then turn them on from here. So for example, one is stacking. If you have old deals that go with stacks, you can write that in here as well, but now they usually use tiers, so I can write tiers/stacks. Tier/stacks. That is a number attribute. So I'll put that next to price because that's related to price. So what I usually do here is put the total price I paid, and then I'll put the number just so I know how many stacks I had or what tier it is. Now we're going to go ahead and make an automation to tell us when the refund period is about to end or the activation period is about to end. And we're going to do that using date purchased and the refund period attributes. Go up to automations, and we can select when date arrives, send notification to someone. So when the date arrives will be date purchased, and we want to know 50 days after the date purchased. So we'll put 50 days after purchase date. So because this is the 60-day notification. So this is the 60-day refund activation period notification. Again, we're going to have to make one for the 30-day as well, or for however many you have. So 50 days after the date purchased, that will give us 10 days of warning to activate or refund our tool. And we'll change it to 9 a.m. in your time zone. And we need a conditional because we don't want 50 days after the date purchase for everything. We need it for just the items that have the 60-day label. So we'll add a condition. Item type is any, where refund period is 60 days. Okay, so if the refund period is 60 days, we'll get a notification 50 days after the purchase date. And we can send a notification. This would give us a notification inside of Start Infinity. You could also send an email or send a Slack message. So we'll send an email to yourself. And then you can use the $sign to open the variables. So we'll go ahead and add the item's name. And then if you want, you can go ahead and just add some emojis to it. So that way it stands out inside of your inbox. And I'll just put that as the email body as well. Very simple. And we save the automation. So now we have our automation set up for the 60-day refund period. Now if you need to set up another one for a different amount of time, we can duplicate the automation. And we will edit it. Change this to 30-day because we have a 30-day refund period as well. And we'll go ahead and say continue if it is 30 days. And you can make as many of these as you want. Again, the reason that we're using the label is because you can't use a formula to run automations in Start Infinity. So now we have our automated email notification set up. So that way we'll never forget if we have an activation period coming up or a refund deadline coming up. Okay, coming up, another thing I like to add would be my login email. So you might remember that you bought a tool and then you forget what email you registered it with. So we'll say login email because this is an email type, so we need an email for it to save correctly. If you want to use a text attribute, and then you can put email or username. So we have our login email. Next thing I like to do is add a place where I can upload my invoice or receipt. So that will be an attachment. And I will just call this invoice. I don't like to just collect all of my invoices and receipts in an email inbox folder because it becomes difficult to find them. I like all the information next to each other. So now I have an invoice. I want to do another attachments attribute for the deal details. Everyone always knows that sometimes these details get changed, so you can have another attachment attribute and then call it deal details. So you take a screenshot and then go ahead and upload it here. You just click on it and then you can drag your files there. Another one will be just a screenshot. An attachment attribute with the name screenshot. So just any additional screenshots or details that you want to upload, there's often a couple that you do. Maybe you want to take a screenshot of comments that the founder or the CEO of the software posted. The next one I like to put up is notes. So we'll just have a simple text field called notes. And you can put anything in here, so I can just say like it's from a giveaway. It could be anything. It could be a customized deal just for you that you negotiated through a chat, or any kind of notes that you want to put up in there. Another very important one to add is the license key. So that's often stored within your account or in an email, but I like to keep it here as well. So I just do a simple text attribute and add license key. Therefore, I can save my license key here. Put that before notes. And another one that you can do just for fun is rating. So here's the rating, and you can give it 5 stars. However many stars you want to do it. It's just for fun. Actually, most of my ratings are not filled out, but it's there if you want to go ahead and use it. And for the most part, that is how I keep track of my LTDs. If you have any other attributes that you use or something that you think is cool, then go ahead and leave a comment and let me know. Now each app deal is neatly cataloged with custom fields detailing everything from purchase dates with reminder alerts for refund periods to login details and license keys with proof of purchase. The peace of mind knowing that I'm fully utilizing every purchase and never missing out on refunds is invaluable. If you want to grab the LTD tracker board I made today and use Start Infinity, check the links in the description. There is an affiliate link that helps this channel create content at no extra cost to you. Start Infinity has proven itself to be an absolute game changer for anyone involved in buying LTDs. See you next time.